So yesterday, there was this incredible piece at pjmedia.com, their parenting page by Faithmoore. Now, we kind of stole it on the Daily Wire. We did link to it. We did link to the original piece, but the original piece was by Faithmoore on the parenting page of PJ Media. And I know that because Faithmoore happens to be my daughter. All right? And it's a great piece. That's not why I'm talking about it. Faith writes there all the time, and I don't talk about her pieces. I'm not always promoting my kids' stuff. But we're about to bring on Christian Toto from Hollywood in Toto to talk about movies. And this piece is unbelievable. It's called Mom Edits Daughter's Disney Princess Book to Make It More Feminist. Okay, so this is about a professor, sociologist named Daniel Lindemann, who is the mother of a 3-year-old girl, and Danielle Lindemann. And she's a professor of gender roles, of course. And she decided to edit her daughter's Disney Princess book, her 3-year-old daughter, because she thought she was sending a powerful feminist message, okay? And Faith writes that her misguided post is a perfect example of the flaw in the whole Disney princesses or anti-feminist narrative. According to Lindemann, I'm reading this now, the books are basically teaching these little girls that their worth lies in looking nice and hooking up with the right guy. So she took a pen and added some edits to her daughter's book. I mean, this is unbelievable. This little 3-year-old girl loves this book about Disney princesses. And the book is very simple, and it tells you what a Disney princess does. It's illustrated with Disney pictures, right? And so it says, a princess is kind. And the professor took a pen and wrote in her 3-year-old daughter's book, kind of a badass. Okay, to make this, I swear, a princess is brave. Another picture, right? And the professor, right, the sociologist writes in, a speech balloon for, I think it was Jasmine, one of the princesses, saying, my body, my choice. That's bravery. You're fighting for abortion. A princess likes to dress up, and she writes in her medical scrubs when she goes to work as a neurosurgeon. Okay, and the worst of them is a picture of Jasmine and Aladdin on their flying carpet, and Aladdin has his arm around, they're kind of holding on to each other, and she writes in that Jasmine is holding on to Aladdin because he's scared. So now the professor says, I'm quoting from Faith's article, this is over at PJ Media, the parenting page. It's weird, says Lindemann, because I expected my daughter to react to the edits, but she sort of just rolled with them. Maybe the new narrative seemed natural to her. Why wouldn't Cinderella have sparkly shoes and also be a neurosurgeon? And Faith writes, well, right. Nothing in the original book was at odds with the feminist agenda, so her additions were unnecessary and went unnoticed by her daughter. She says, I believe there are differences between genders and Disney. This is Faith writing. I believe that there are differences between genders and that Disney princesses really are positive examples of femininity in a modern world. The fact that so many little girls gravitate toward these characters says something about their impact and importance as role models. The stigma around Disney princesses, the idea that their message is no longer relevant to today's women and girls, or worse, that it's actually antithetical to it, is in error. It just isn't true. Little girls, even girls like Lindemann's daughter, who are raised to believe that gender is a social construct, love Disney princesses. Why? Because Disney princesses are brave, because they're kind, because they're beautiful and magical and smart, because they're women. No editing required. Faith knows about this because she is a Disney fanatic, and she has a page called Disney Princess Addict on Facebook. So you can find her on Facebook, or you can find her on Twitter at Faith K. Moore. But